have dragons? I'll give you one.
Welcome back to Heroes and Whiskey. We are 3D printing our way through the D&D Monster Manual, and today we have the granddaddy of them all, our biggest print to date by far, the Green Dragon. This Green Dragon Elder from Lord of the Print, it is absolutely insane. I mean, it takes up so much space that I was barely able to even film it, and it is everything you would want in a dragon. Its defining features are clearly its wings, which obviously don't even fully fit on camera because they are 2 feet across from tip to tip. Now, Lord of the Print has acknowledged that its inspiration for this dragon was actually the Pathfinder version of the Green Dragon, and the horn on its nose is not normally associated with the D&D Green Dragon, but the long neck, the long tail, and the massive wings, they are good enough for me. Green dragons are, of course, ill-tempered and treacherous. They lie, they manipulate, they like to keep some of their prey alive to get more information, and I love this line from the manual that they delight in corrupting and bending elves to their will. So what I love about this is it means the dragon is more than just a physical threat. It's an actual kind of character in the story. You can totally imagine a scenario where it's manipulating things behind the scenes, drawing your party ever closer to this final boss battle. So in terms of how it printed, like the other dragons before, I opted to print some of the pieces on FDM. Now I did luck out a bit. I ordered a Neptune 3 Plus, which has an oversized bed, and these wings were the second or third thing that I printed, and they barely fit on the bed. And you can see how big each one is here. Now you can see pretty obvious support marks here, like on the top edge of the wing. This was the side that I printed down. It's pretty rough all the way across, but here's the alternative. So I printed out one of the wings in resin just because the FDM wings were going to take so long to print, but you can see these seam lines here, and it would take forever for me to fill these lines and have them actually look authentic. So otherwise, our Green Dragon, it printed out really beautifully. I did the head and neck in resin, and the teeth are sharp. The spikes are sharp, and the seams are pretty flawless. Sorry, I keep knocking it on cables. It's just so big I can't manipulate it around. The only beef that I really have with it is the base. Here, now, usually I don't pay... Sorry, the wing is in the light. Usually I don't pay too much attention to the adventure that the creators supply with their monthly bundles, but there is this giant oversized sword on this base that you can't not print. And I do think that it detracts from the overall awesomeness of the model, but fortunately it's tucked at the back. In terms of size, you can barely see Johnny Trinity tucked near the tail, and this thing is so big that I really had a hard time shooting it. The 2-foot wingspan is the equivalent of 120 feet in D&D scale, and so this is the last time I'm going to say this, but this thing is huge. In terms of cost, the $23 that you pay for it is absolutely worth the value, but expect to be working on this guy for a while. The total print time is a justifiably insane 88.5 hours. So our total expense so far is $615, and we're up close to 21.5 days. So if you can only afford one dragon, make it this Elder Green Dragon from Lord of the Print. It is a beautiful, classic fantasy dragon style. It's got an over-the-top scale, and it is arguably the best model on our list so far. Next up, we've got the treasure-hoarding Red Dragon.